Guys, look at all these wonderful students back here, hard at work, and we wouldn't have this if it weren't for all the great teachers and all the great staff members here at North Polk. Just this bondage that this whole school has, and just this team spirit. It's all because of them. So today we're going to be going around, and we're going to be asking some students about their favorite or who they most appreciate out of our teachers and staff members. So stay tuned. Joined here with Ryan Johnson. First of all, we're getting a little sneak peek into something that Ryan's working on right now. What is this?
This is Galaxy News.
Don't want to spoil that for you guys, except by the time I post this, that'll probably already be posted for like 2 days. But anyways, I'm wondering, we're going around asking about a teacher or staff member in this school district that you'd like to personally thank and why.
I would like to thank Miss Connolly for making Spanish fun.
Yeah. I've said this before. I've never actually had Miss Connolly as a teacher. I didn't want to do Spanish 3 or 4 because I thought she'd be mean and not fun, but apparently she's actually a really good teacher.
She was mean, but she's fun.
We are here with Hannah Montana, which is one of her nicknames, but it's funny because she's wearing a Montana sweatshirt today, actually. So, Hannah, we're going around, we're asking about a teacher or staff member that you appreciate and that you'd like to thank and why that is.
I want to thank Miss Lust. Miss Lust, no offense, but I'm not the most history-loved person. But you make history class very, very fun, and you let me love psychology. And because of your awesome teaching, I realized how much I love the subject psychology, and that's actually what I'm majoring in.
On the flip note, I think Ancient Civ was maybe my favorite class of my entire high school journey. I think it was awesome, so I agree. Thank you. We are joined here with Aiden Trier, and as most of us probably know, his mother is Mrs. Trier. It is true. So other than your mother, who is a teacher or staff member that you would like to personally thank and why?
So I would personally like to thank Mr. Bennett. He is a very fun teacher. His class is very informative, and I have learned so much from him and his class. So thank you, Mr. Bennett.
And I'd like to add something to that, especially with Mr. Bennett just coming out of the senior trip, all the planning that he does for that. We do really appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Bennett. We are here with Brody Figgins. We are wondering today, who is a staff member or a teacher you'd like to thank and why?
I would like to thank Mrs. Stubbs for putting up with me. My paper is overdue still. We're going to see if we graduate. We're pushing the limits, but we're almost there. So, yeah, I'd probably have to thank Miss Stubbs.
Yeah, I actually just had a little talk with Mrs. Stubbs because last year during comp, I turned in my assignment on time just accidentally to the wrong place, and I got 4 points off.
It happens.
But we appreciate you, Miss Stubbs. Thank you. And we are here with one of our teachers, Mrs. Stubbs. Brody just declared Mrs. Stubbs as the teacher he would like to thank. That was very sweet of you, Brody. Yes, he had a lot to say, a lot of good things. And we're wondering, Ms. Stubbs, who's a teacher or staff member you would like to thank from this school district?
I would like to thank Mrs. Trier. I think that's pretty obvious. Keeps me in steady supply of chocolate and caffeine when I really need it. And I think Mrs. Conley, too, especially with this being her last year. I've appreciated her all these years guiding all the younger teachers.
Thank you, Ms. Stubbs. All right, we are now here with Mrs. Ensminger, a first-year teacher here at North Polk. So coming into this first year, who do you think is a teacher or staff member that's kind of maybe helped guide you in this first year or that you've appreciated the most?
Yeah, I have two. I'd say Dawn Reynolds, just because she's always so nice and helpful, and she's there for everybody. And then I'd also say Mr. Groudon, because one day this winter, I got stuck in the snow almost on my way here. I was almost here, but I didn't make it. And he actually pushed my car out and got me back on the road. So I have to give him a shout out for sure.
Thank you very much. Bella Brandy. We're going around asking about teachers you'd like to thank and why. So who is that for you?
I would like to thank Mrs. Trier because I've had multiple late projects this semester and last semester. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you. We were wondering, Izzy, today, who is a teacher or staff member that you most appreciate from this school district and that you'd like to thank and why? So who is that, Izzy, I wonder?
It's Jim. Thank you for all you do. Teachers get recognition, you don't. So thank you.
Thank you. Everett. Today we are going around asking students and some teachers about a teacher or staff member that they appreciate and would like to thank today and why.
I'd probably have to thank Mr. Weeks because when I was first transferring into the school my sophomore year, he was the first teacher I met and got to really talk to, and he helped me transfer into the school nicely. So thank you.
Yeah, and then one more thing. I'm kind of just wondering, maybe a favorite like senior, maybe broadcast member that you'd also kind of like to thank, just as kind of these seniors just kind of leave this building soon.
Probably Jess.
So like someone taller.
Oh, someone taller? Wyatt, maybe?
Okay, yep. And Everett, we just want to thank you. Thank you very much for everything.